Let's now turn our attention to some views expressed in the political arena.
There were only two good players in the UNP, and they too have joined our team. The UNP is not contesting against us. They are contesting because they don't want us to contest all alone.
They say they are going to be taken to the electric chair. This is a lie. The time has come to reveal the truth. Keep in mind that I made such a statement today. This is an election that can shake the seat of the president. This is a decisive election. I face many difficulties. I might be the only parliamentarian in the country who has half an electorate. However, I don't mind. When the correct individuals rise to the top, then the future of the party will definitely change.
They say they are going to topple the government tomorrow and the day after. They extend their hands, then lower them. They say they will defeat them during this election and during the next election. If we are to defeat the public enemy, then we need to understand its political plan.
The JVP is undertaking a great task to change their image. They even changed their leader recently. A tiger may change his forest, but his spots don't change.
We chose a new leader. Can anyone else do this? Ranil Wickremesinghe cannot hand the leadership to a new individual like the JVP. This is not prevalent in the UNP. There is a party called the SLFP. The leaders of that party also do not leave the leadership easily.
The chairpersons of funeral committees are better candidates than the people in the UNP nomination list. Some people claim to be the unwavering elephant, others the elephant of Kalutara, and so on. However, these elephants don't have a leader. Because of this, they all go astray.
We need to speak the truth. The people resent certain things. They resent the way some individuals connected to our party act. Based on the economic strength they have built up after entering the government, they are even able to influence the government. The president is facing international challenges. However, he has to correct the mistakes of individuals who have such influence. Use this election to help him in this process. There is no middle class in the country today. There is a handful who can spend money in a very lavish manner. The rest of the people suffer in poverty. Most of them can't afford 3 square meals a day. They drink tea in the morning, have some rice in the afternoon, and eat whatever is left over in the night. This is the reality that 95% of the people in this country face.
A public rally organized by the Democratic Party was held in the Narayanpeta area today under the auspices of Western Provincial Council candidate Susil Kindelpitiya.
A devious plan is underway to take over the lands that belong to the public for nearly 50 to 60 years. All these are private projects initiated by them. The Democratic Party has no private projects. They are scraping your resources dry. If you earn 100 rupees, then the government steals 70 rupees from it.
UPF Gampa district candidate attorney at law Susara Dinal attended a workshop held in the Samavihari in Gampaha yesterday.
The workshop was conducted for Dhamma school teachers. As individuals who learn from Dhamma schools, we have a responsibility to do something in return to the Dhamma schools. This is yet another stage in the program that is being implemented for Dhamma school teachers in the Gampaha district. We hope to dedicate ourselves to create a better society through Dhamma school education.
United National Party candidate contesting the upcoming Western Provincial Council election, SM Marikar, addressed a public rally in Ratmalana today.
අද කාපට් කරපු පාරවල් දිගේ අපි යනකොට
Today we travel along carpet roads and enroll our children to school. When we go to school, there are no desks or tables. Drug dealers stay at the schools from the outside to sell their products to our children. When you visit the hospitals along these roads, you don't find medicine. When you go to the market along these roads, you can't buy goods because you have no money. When you go home to have a decent meal along these roads, you cannot even do that, because there are no goods at home to prepare a meal. We are destitute today.
එනිසා අපි නිදාගන්නෙත් බාගෙට බඩගින්නේ නැගිටින්නෙත් බාගෙට බඩගින්නේ.
A function to establish the Yon Power in the Kamburupitiya electorate is held today.
The function was held under the patronage of Minister Lakshman Yapa Abeyewardena and UPFA Mathura district candidate Pasanda Yapa Abeyewardena.
I do not engage in politics expecting positions. I tend to create an impact in positions that I receive and render a service to the public. There is a void in politics today. This is the result of politicians trying to bring about light to their lives through positions. Many politicians speak to the hearts and emotions of the youth, but we need to speak to their intelligence. When we address their emotions, we trigger them. When we address their minds, they begin to think. Therefore, our aim is to build a youth force that uses their intelligence.
Deputy Minister of Postal Services Sanat Jayasuriya notes that the general public will not be fooled by temporary presents and gifts. Now, he made this statement during a function held in the Mathura area today.
The event was held to distribute books to the Attudava Rural Library and chairs to the Attudava Kalana Mitra Centre.
The Southern Provincial Council election is a new experience in my life. Now, most political campaigns focus on distributing gifts. I don't believe that our people will be fooled by such temporary things. We have moved away from the politics of old politicians. There are a lot of young politicians. This is a time when we are changing the system.
දැන් අපි අලුත් අය ඇවිල්ලා තරුණ දේශපාලනඥයෝ ඇවිල්ලා අපි මේව වෙනස් කරන කාලයක්.
The time now for the newspaper cartoon of the day. Well, tonight on Newsfirst Explorers, we enter the penultimate stage of our expedition. Our explorers who went in search of the secrets hidden in the city of Colombo by our colonists, the Portuguese, Dutch and the British, look into the possible future of Colombo on today's episode.
Newsfirst Explorers, discovering Colombo's hidden secrets.
We first draw attention to the gasworks street in Colombo. The street received its name due to a gas factory located in this area. Historical records state that this factory would supply gas to Colombo from the gasworks junction, which divided into 5 sub-routes. Even today, these gas lines, which would supply gas to the lamps of the Wolvendal church, could be seen at its premises. Old buildings of the fort area and in other parts of the city, which date back to the British times, stand tall even today. The Cargills and Millers complex building is one of the most prominent of these buildings. Reports suggest that this building was built during the Dutch era and belonged to a captain named Sluisken. The building eventually became the resting place of the first governor of British Ceylon, Frederick North. Amongst these buildings, which are gradually being remodeled, was the Gafoor building. When we visited this site, as expected, it was being refurbished for the future of Colombo. These are some of the remnants which showcases the architecture of our English colonists. There also exists a statue of Queen Victoria in modern Colombo. This statue, which was built for the Queen's Diamond Jubilee, has been sitting in this location for over a century. What will be the future of Colombo?
Newsfirst Explorers, discovering Colombo's hidden secrets.
With that, we end stage 1 of our expedition in search of Colombo's hidden secrets. Many experts, historians and enthusiasts have given our explorers their feedbacks and information on Colombo. We have already commenced our exploration in search of these facts. Now moving on, a fire has destroyed more than 10 acres of land in the St. Clair's Reserve in Hatton.
Our reporter in the area stated that the fire began in the reserve near the St. Clair's waterfall adjacent to the Hatton-Nuwara main road, and the fire had continued to rage well into the evening. The Disaster Management Centre notes that the area residents are attempting to douse the fire. The centre also stated that a human act may have been responsible for this disaster.
In business news this evening, the Inland Revenue Department notes that 1,100 new businessmen have been identified as those who are liable to pay value-added taxes through the new tax policy. Commissioner General of Inland Revenue, Malika Samarasekara, notes that a new program will be set up to register these businesses.
We have been able to raise around 15 million rupees by introducing taxes to the retail and wholesale business. We have identified around 1,100 individuals who could be brought into the system. We will summon all these individuals and explain to them why they need to pay these taxes. Thereafter, we will open files for these individuals. We plan on doing this because the rate at which individuals voluntarily sign up to pay taxes is very low.
Today's U report is by Anupriya Shanta from Narammada.
An accident occurred on the Kuliapitia-Kurunegala road near the Nakkawatta area at about 11 this morning. The accident occurred due to the driver of a three-wheeler falling asleep. The injured driver was admitted to the Kuliapitia hospital.
Newsfirst new reporter Anupriya Shanta, Narammada.